In the enchanted realm of Fairyland, where the meadows sparkled with the shimmer of magic and the air was filled with the sweet melody of singing birds, lived a fairy named Lumina. Lumina was known throughout Fairyland for her gentle nature and her wings that glowed with a soft, ethereal light. She spent her days dancing among the flowers and spreading joy wherever she went. One day, as Lumina was fluttering through the enchanted forest, she heard a faint cry for help. Curious, she followed the sound until she came upon a tiny bird trapped in a thicket of thorns. The bird's delicate feathers were tangled in the prickly branches, and it was unable to fly free. Lumina's heart went out to the bird, and she knew she had to help. With gentle hands, she carefully untangled the bird from the thorns and cradled it in her arms. The bird chirped its gratitude, and Lumina smiled, feeling a warm glow of satisfaction. As Lumina continued on her way, she couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss in Fairyland. The usually vibrant flowers seemed to droop, and the air was heavy with an unexplained tension. Sensing that trouble was brewing, Lumina hurried back to the fairy village to see if she could discover what was wrong. When Lumina arrived, she found the other fairies gathered in a worried huddle. They explained that a dark shadow had fallen over Fairyland, causing the magic to weaken and the flowers to wither. Without the magic of the enchanted realm, the fairies feared that their home would be lost forever. Determined to save Fairyland, Lumina offered to help in any way she could. But as she tried to use her magic to restore the balance, she found that her powers were strangely weak. No matter how hard she tried, she couldn't seem to conjure even the simplest spell. Feeling frustrated and helpless, Lumina sought out the wise elder of the fairy village for advice. The elder listened to Lumina's tale with a sympathetic ear, nodding thoughtfully as Lumina explained her predicament. "My dear Lumina," the elder said gently, "I believe I know what has happened. It seems that a dark force has cast a spell of weakness upon you, draining your magic and leaving you powerless." Lumina's heart sank at the elder's words. Without her magic, how could she hope to save Fairyland from whatever dark force threatened it? But the elder reassured her that all was not lost. "There is still hope," the elder said. "But you cannot do this alone. You will need the help of your fellow fairies and the guidance of your mother, the queen of our realm." With a renewed sense of determination, Lumina set out to seek the aid of her friends and family. Together, they devised a plan to confront the dark force that threatened their home and restore the magic of Fairyland. But as they ventured deeper into the enchanted forest, they encountered obstacle after obstacle. Strange creatures lurked in the shadows, and treacherous traps lay in wait at every turn. With each challenge they faced, Lumina felt the weight of her powerlessness pressing down on her, but she refused to give up. With the support of her friends and the wisdom of her mother, Lumina pushed forward, determined to overcome whatever obstacles stood in her way. Finally, they reached the heart of the enchanted forest, where they found the source of the darkness that had befallen Fairyland. A wicked sorceress stood before them, her eyes gleaming with malice as she unleashed her dark magic upon the land. With a cry of defiance, Lumina stepped forward to confront the sorceress. Though she knew she was no match for the sorceress's power, she refused to back down. Drawing upon the strength of her friends and the love of her mother, Lumina faced the sorceress with courage and determination. As the sorceress's dark magic surged towards her, Lumina closed her eyes and reached deep within herself. And in that moment, she felt a flicker of something deep within her soul, a spark of magic that had lain dormant all along. With a burst of light, Lumina's magic surged forth, pushing back against the darkness with a power that she had never known she possessed. The sorceress cried out in surprise as her spell was broken, and the darkness that had threatened to consume Fairyland was banished once and for all. With the magic of Fairyland restored, Lumina and her friends returned to the fairy village, where they were greeted as heroes. The flowers bloomed once more, and the air was filled with the joyful laughter of the fairies. But amidst the celebration, Lumina knew that her journey was far from over. Though she had overcome this challenge, she knew that others would arise in the future. But with the love of her friends and the guidance of her mother, Lumina was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, secure in the knowledge that she was never truly alone. Hello kids! Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, please click the like button, and if you want to hear more stories like this, please subscribe to my channel Magic Munchkins. Love you all!